I didn't think I was going to get into the real estate side of it because I had a good job doing what I was doing, and I was just loving getting back into the industry. I grew up in southeast Minnesota on a crop farm in Plainview, Minnesota. So we grew up a mile outside of Plainview. We grew up hunting, fishing, but more importantly, we were farmers through and through. So went to high school in Plainview, and then after I graduated, I went to River Falls, and then I played football there for 1 year. From there, I actually got back into farming after the fact, worked for a drainage company. My family farmed just north of 1,000 acres growing up. My dad has a twin brother, and then they actually started farming together and then grew both their sides separately. So my dad ended up separating from his brother. And then before them, my grandpa farmed as well. So third generation for me. I have one brother, he's a diesel mechanic, but growing up, we helped out on the farm. We never owned our own hunting ground. We were lucky enough to farm some very high quality farms that had deer hunting opportunities on them. We grew up probably like 20 minutes away from the Mississippi River, just in Wabasha County, so some great deer hunting available. My dad created a relationship. He farmed about 400 acres for a guy, and we were able to hunt in the process as long as we were farming the ground. We were lucky enough to shoot some good bucks and then grow up and learn hunting through that lens. I started working for Hodgman Drainage. I was a project designer and surveyor. It's kind of crazy how it all circled back. I went for sports. I was a big sports guy growing up, and then I got into farming after college. One of our other agents, Lucas Mested, works at High Point. Lucas and I we've known each other since like 7th grade. We graduated high school together. Him and his brother Jake went to my high school. Lucas's dad actually worked on our farm for my dad. So we've known each other for years, and that's how I met Jacob. But it is kind of crazy how it all worked out. We were just there to hang out, but they kind of just introduced me to what they did. It kind of took off once they put it into my ear that, it is a great career opportunity. And I was already out west, and that's kind of where High Point needed somebody to be. So I was developing relationships, doing what I was doing, and then so it kind of transitioned into, oh, that would be kind of cool, and then it became a reality. But going from sports side of things, getting back into farming, creating that love again, I was already building relationships and dealing with everyday farm stuff and meeting farmers already. So it transitioned very well into the real estate world. My mom still owns land in southeast Minnesota, and so does my dad. But the goal would be, we'll inherit that, but I want to build on that legacy and build on what we have. I've taken on being the farm manager for my mom's ground, so getting a tenant and seeing a different perspective on it. I want to be out living in the country and then creating a better life for my family in the future. First and foremost, with my client, I want to create a relationship that lasts through the sale and beyond, because you never know when that'll benefit you in the future. But more importantly, I want to be a good person with integrity. I want a reputation that I'm going to be hardworking, we're going to be getting things done, creating those relationships, showing that I'm a hardworking guy that isn't going to cut corners, and make sure you get the highest value for your farm.